Hey guys, this is RolloutReviews with RolloutReviews doing another Let's Build. This time it is the Crash B-Daman Magnum Ifrit Starter Kit. And I know what you might be thinking. Don't you already have Magnum Ifrit? In fact, don't you already have 2 Magnum Ifrits? The answer is yes, and this purchase is not without a little bit of shame. I honestly feel like maybe I've fallen into some kind of Takara marketing trap. It's probably nothing. But ever since I got the Crash Tower battle set, I've always sort of had this on my wish list. And that's because it comes with a Magnum Ifrit colored Crash Tower to match the Blitz Garuda and Baltoros colored ones. I actually don't know if I'm gonna be building the Magnum Ifrit that comes in this set. I've already built it twice before. I've already built it once before on camera, so why would I make this video if I don't plan on actually building the Magnum Ifrit that comes in this set? Well, it also comes with an exclusively colored grenade shot in black and red to match the B-Daman, and I've been watching the anime recently, and I don't think Magnum Ifrit is ever really seen without this. It's kind of its signature Crash weapon, so I kind of wanted that as well. Whatever the case, here I am with a third Magnum Ifrit. Eagle-eye viewers may also see that there is a Hello Kitty battle flag on this Crash Tower here. Believe it or not, that is not on the original box art. Believe it or not, I do not collect Hello Kitty stickers, but I got this from an online store based in Taiwan called Lavins Figure. And they sent me some extra Hello Kitty stickers here in my package, which was nice of them. If you didn't know, Lavins Figure is an online store. They sell lots of vintage or rare toys, and they've got some great customer service. Honestly, the store looks a little bit sketchy, and I was very, very hesitant at first, but I pulled the trigger. No pun intended. I decided to get this, and it turned out pretty well for me. They are a trustable source. Unfortunately, the shipping is really a kick in the pants, but I guess that's just a side effect. If anybody was worried about Lavins Figure and their online adventures, I can tell you that my experience with them has been pretty good. So there's that. I just want to say I'm not being sponsored, I'm not being paid by them or anything. I just wanted to throw that out there. But when I got this, it had a price tag on it, and I tried peeling it off so that the box art was pretty for a thumbnail, even though it had these little stamps, but that's beside the point. And it actually ripped the box, so I took one of those stickers and put it on the front here, and that's where we are here. Wasn't that an interesting story? Aren't you enlightened now? I honestly don't know what I'm going to do about the thumbnail. Maybe I'll just, like, cut that section out. I don't know. You'll have seen by this point. But anyway, let's just take a look at the back here. You got the Crash Tower, of course. You got the grenade, I suppose. It's a larger caliber, a 98 caliber crash bullet here, and then the B-Daman itself there. It also comes with a nice helping of B-Daman as well. Anyway, let's get this thing open. So, easy as that. We can crack right in. So, right out of the box, you've got the runners. That's interesting. Most of the runners in this kit aren't in a bag. Here are the B-Daman. I believe you get 10, maybe? Let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you get 10 to fire, 1 to go on top of the tower. So that's good. Here are the pins for the Crash Tower itself. Let's try not to throw those across the room. So yeah, there are the, I guess they're like pillars for the Crash Tower. Set those off to the side for right now. Here is the base for the Crash Tower in, well, the same red color as Magnum Ifrit, to be expected. Set that off to the side as well. Let's isolate all of the pieces for Magnum Ifrit and then take a look at those. Again, I won't be building this guy, the B-Daman itself in this review, but I will be building the crash tower and the grenade shot, so stay tuned for that. But, okay, so here you got... Oh, what is this? Ooh! Oh, right! Yes, I forgot that the grenade shot also has a drive strip, so there's that, and I believe this is the drive strip for Magnum Ifrit, so you got that. You also have the barrel part here. Regardless of the fact that I'm not going to be building it here, I do want to take a look at the sprues. There you have the grip piece. And, well, the rest of the grip. I guess that's more like the padding on the grip, but here's the grip shells itself. Here is the body of the B-Daman. Here are the gears, inner workings, and kind of the latches and all that. And here are the painted silver parts for the armor. It's one thing about the synchro weapon system that I don't like quite as much. They lack these nice silver painted pieces with a ton of detail on these sections that I really, really like. But, oh well. There is that. Here is, oh, here's also the hold parts. So yeah, there's the final piece of Magnum Ifrit itself, I believe. And then here you have a couple of sprues for the crash tower. You also have a couple of sprues for the grenade shot, which looks actually very, very simple. There's not a whole lot of pieces going on there. Here's the drive strip, like I mentioned earlier. Set that off to the side as well. I think the, yeah, here's the what is it, 98 caliber crash bullet here. Kind of rolled behind off screen here. But yeah, there's that. It looks a little like a wiffle ball with a B-Daman inside of it. I don't have a flashlight handy, so I can shine that through. Maybe I'll get that during the break here, so I can show you that there is, in fact, a B-Daman inside there. Kind of rattle that around, but that is the ammunition for the grenade shot itself. And then inside here, you, of course, have the stickers, the spring, and the instructions. So we'll take a quick look at these here. Won't go into too much detail, but let's just see what's inside. So, so here are the stickers for the grenade shot. Tiny, tiny little sticker sheet there. Won't bother with those. Here you have the spring. And here you have the sticker sheet for the crash tower and Ifrit. Let's see what the instructions have to offer. Not a whole lot. Nothing I wasn't expecting, at least. There you have a picture of how to fire the grenade shot. And this all looks pretty interesting. So I am going to cut. I am going to snip out all of the pieces that I require here to build both the crash tower and the grenade shot. And when I come back, we will assemble them. Okay, still getting used to things on my new camera. I actually pulled it a bit closer to me than usual for that last segment, and the microphone is actually positioned on top of the camera, and if I accidentally exhaled through my nose directly into it and caused some wind interference, I apologize. Still learning new things. But anyway, here we have all of the pieces for the crash tower cut off of the sprues. There were several pieces, of course, that were not on sprues, and we'll add those once we get there. But this is the main central column piece. So, without further ado, let's put it together. I'm just going off of memory here, because, well, I have built a couple of these before in the past, so I should know how things go here, one would think. So those slide through there, just like that. Make sure these zigzags are lined up accordingly and match each other. Is that right? Yes, it does seem to be right. Okay, so then this, it has a larger peg here and then a shorter peg here. And the larger peg is what plugs in right into there, so that that's secure in there. And the last little pin in the center is easier to knock off because it's attached to the shorter peg. And then that very tightly plugs in there, holds everything together. This also very tightly goes in there like that, and then we'll plug into this piece here. But first, we need to take this and attach these little sections. Now, I have been watching the Crash B-Daman anime, and one unfortunate thing is that there isn't really a whole lot of emphasis on actual Crash battles using the towers, which is such a shame because the Crash Tower tournament format is one of my favorite beat-em-on systems. I love the strategy involved, and it's so criminally underused in the show. They'd rather shoot at random things, shoot at boulders rolling towards them and fend for their lives or some such nonsense than actually, like, partake in Crash tournaments for fun. And I mean, for a show based around a toy line, it doesn't really do a very good job at showcasing that toy line. Every once in a while, it features, you know, a Crash weapon or a new beat-em-on, but there really is such a lack of emphasis on the toys themselves, and I think that's something that Crossfight and even Battle Beat-em-on do so much better. But anyway, here we have the Crash Tower. Now, of course, I could just put a standard B-Dama, like one of the ones included up top here, but there is this B-Dama set on eBay. It's from 2003, so presumably it came out during the Battle Beat-em-on era, but they are these specially colored B-Dama included in a set. It comes with 20, 17 of them are standard blue, and then these three are nice and pretty. They kind of have this interesting finish to them, kind of poorly applied in some places. As I understand, they are clear marbles with a kind of translucent coat of red, turquoise, and yellow, and then they have kind of a shiny finish on top. And that's because in the anime, Hito with Magnum Ifrit uses red marbles, Konta with Blitz Garuda uses yellow marbles, and Jubi with Baltoros uses, well, green marbles. But, I don't know, it looks kind of blue on camera, actually, but if I compare it to something like, you know, the standard B-Dama, it's clearly a different color, and it's clearly got a little more green to it than something like the Crash B-Dama or the Crossfight B-Dama here. You can see it's a bit more turquoise than the deep blue there. So I thought it was appropriate enough, and I got these so that they could be the special prize B-Dama that sit on top of the Crash Towers, just to kind of differentiate them from the rest of the marbles in play. And I think it works out pretty well. So there is that. Unfortunately, with the black tower section, it kind of doesn't let light pass through the marble well enough, and it just sort of looks silver, unfortunately. But that shouldn't be a problem here with Garuda's tower, so long as I don't destroy it as I try getting it on camera here. But then there's how that looks. Much, much nicer. That's very, very striking. In the show, the standard black and silver crash towers use a yellow B-Dama up top. So that is interesting. Actually, these colored crash towers do not exist in the anime. Just the silver and black ones do. A little bit unfortunate. But anyway, here is the... well, like I said, falling apart here. But here is the Baltoros crash tower. Just does not want to stay together for me here. But we'll add that one there. And again, it does look a little more like blue, especially right next to the green color here. But overall, I think it just adds a little bit something extra to these crash towers than the standard blue B-Dama would provide. So anyway, here is the crash tower we just built, of course. Next up, we'll assemble the grenade shot, but before I get to that, I did want to shine a light on the 98 caliber crash bullet here, so that hopefully you can sort of see the glass marble inside of it. So that's very cool. There is a seam line around the edge here, and it's not like it's two sections pegged together around the glass marble. The plastic section was actually like molded around it, which is sort of interesting. I'd like to know like exactly how that process was done, because it's very, very cool. But anyway, here the 98 caliber bullet is compared to the standard 67 caliber B-Dama. And yeah, quite a bit larger, so hopefully this will pack a much larger punch. The 98, I believe, refers to the length around its surface here, and same goes for this as well. So I'm assuming 98 millimeters and 67 millimeters. I don't know. Anyway, let's get to building the cannon that fires this monster. I do have the instructions in front of me here, and hopefully we can get this put together without too many problems. So you have a drive strip here that'll put a spin on the projectile. And you have this 4-pronged hold part here. So I believe this does go in a certain way here. Right here. And yep, goes in just like that. And I think that this can actually spin as well once the thing is put together. So we'll discover that in just a short while. But you have this casing here. Let's see. I think we need this one first. And that slots in there. And this slots on there like that. So I have a basic lever system to fire the bullet. So then this, simply enough, just sandwiches everything together, I believe. Yeah, just like that. Very, very simple. Oh wow, that actually spins a whole lot more freely than I expected. Maybe once I attach this, it won't spin quite as easily. This is also very, very loose when you don't have a marble inside it. Interesting. Okay, so then this... does this actually go a certain way? I am unsure. Maybe I actually have to squeeze it? Squeeze the hold parts? Yeah, I think so. Maybe not. Let's see, does the instructions... Nope, the instructions doesn't shed any light on this problem. I believe this just attaches over the front here. I'm having a difficult... that's not a good thing. I'm having a difficult time getting the... There we go. Okay, so hopefully I can reattach this. This is a pickle. Okay. So you go back in there where you belong. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, and that adds a whole lot more friction to this section here. That was interesting. That was a trial, but yeah, there we go. There is that, and then you have this piece towards the back, which hopefully holds everything together. There we go. And also provides a platform for your thumb when you fire it like that. And then, of course, you have the drive strip there. So when it's below, it provides a forward spin on the marble. You can actually put a left spin or a right spin on it as well, or a back spin. So that is interesting. I like the strategy involved there. Could make for some interesting gameplay. And then this, of course, attaches to the arm of the B-Daman here, I believe. Just like that. Oh, very tight. Very tightly. So yeah, there you go. There you have this giant cannon attached to Magnum Ifrit. And then to load it up, I think you just press it through the front here. The upgraded version of this that Justice Ifrit uses, you load it through the top, which I assume is easier than this. But for this one, just kind of load it through the front, which is kind of scary, actually. I understand why they made that design change later on, but there you have the grenade shot. Let's actually do a firing shot here. Yikes. Yep, that certainly packs a punch. So anyway, there is the grenade shot. And I might as well add the magazine for the complete show-accurate setup. But there is the Magnum Ifrit starter kit, and at the end of the day, I suppose it was worth it to me just for the crash weapon and the tower alone, but I am sort of regretting not just getting this set in the first place. Oh well. I do plan on doing an updated review of Magnum Ifrit at some point in the future using this set, just because I feel like my original review was a little bit narrow-minded, and now that I'm more acclimated to the Crash B-Daman system, I'd like a second shot at it. I'd also like to look at the performance of this crash weapon in a little bit more of a critical environment as well. I really don't know what I'm going to do with this extra third Magnum Ifrit. Maybe I'll sell it off, maybe I'll give it away? I don't really know at this point. But until I've decided, that is about it, guys, and this is IX RolloutIX, signing off.